to Luke, the book of Luke, chapter 14. Luke chapter 14. Luke chapter 14. Luke chapter 14, verse 28. Luke 14 and verse 28. Okay. 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 This one says Luke 14:28. For which of you intending to build a tower, please understand the kind of building they want to build here. It is not saying which of you want to build a bungalow. A tower means a very high rising building. Okay. Which of you intending to build something very high rising, something very magnificent, and something very great? Okay, because that's what a tower symbolizes there. It's not just a shallow building. So he's talking about something very meaningful here. Which of you intending to build a tower will not first sit down first and count the cost, whether he has sufficient to finish it? Verse 29. Lest haply after he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, and all that behold it begins to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. What does that mean? We are looking at strategic planning. Today I'm looking at strategic planning. You see, every year is the same. What we do in it is what is going to make the difference. Every year is the same. Every year is the same. What is going to make a year different from another one is what you do in this following year that you did not do this year. Every year is the same. There is nothing spectacular about years. They are just normal days and time. But what will determine what will happen to us next year, they are a function of what we do next year. So if you want something great to happen to us, say which of you will want to build a tower, want to build something very great? Which of you want to achieve something very great in the year 2024? What do we need to do? First of all, sit down and strategize. Sit down and make your plans. We cannot live life to chance. Great people are great planners. Please understand that. Every great people you have ever seen on this planet Earth, they didn't live their life to chance. It doesn't work that way. There's a level with that mentality. What will be will be. There's a level it will carry you to. Right? You can achieve few things with the mentality of what will be will be. I saw that in the Bible when David wanted to build a temple. You know what he said? He said, this building I want to build. Pété bá wọnú temple ẹ opportunity kò tí sí irú temple of Solomon lágbàáyé ó ti wó ṣùgbọ́n no builder have ever break that impact and something he made in history. And what did the father say? The father said, I want to build a house for the Lord. So pété bá débẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ kọ́ ha. That's what he said. He said, I want it to be a marvelous building, great and marvelous. That's the word he used. And then he said, I will start making plans for it now. I was shocked. David was a man after God's heart. He said, I will start making plans for it. Now, what was the plan? He began to save for the building of that temple. He didn't build it in a day. As a matter of fact, Solomon's temple was built in 40 years. What we call 40 solid years. What we call temple. He said, I'll begin to build, I'll begin to make plans for it. He said, the Lord has told me, and to my core building ọmọ mi Solomon ni ó kọ́ ó ní ṣùgbọ́n ọmọdé sì ni Solomon nísìn náà mo fẹ́ kó rọ̀ lọ́rùn so that it will be very easy for him to build. Now begin to save for the building. That guy just came and built. His money was not there. The father has planned everything for him. At a time, he called all of his chiefs that were working with him and said, me, I want to build the house of the Lord. Cabinet me. He collected everything and stored it. So when Solomon came, he was just building. Oh yeah, go and take that one. Go and take that one. The building was simple for Solomon because somebody planned for it. 2024 will not be different from every other years if we don't change our plans. We just have to have a plan. And to my what to be. If you don't have a plan, nothing is going to work. Nothing. Do you know that Bible shows us? God says, I know the thought. Please let's read Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 11. I want it to be read in another translation. Zeph, please read that for us in another translation. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. You will see, I don't want KJV. It's something that you have planned already. Jeremiah 29 verse 11, yes. Stop. This is your God saying he has plan. For I know the plan that I have for you. Who is talking there? The Lord.
He has plans for good and not for disaster.
Okay.
To give you a future and a hope.
That means our future and our hope is in plans. I know the plans that I have for you. If you are planless, then you are futureless. You are hopeless. 2024 is going to be a great future because we are going to have a great plan. For I know the plans that I have for you. That plan is of good, not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. In the plan is the future. Is the plan is the hope. So when you see futureless person, hopelessness is a result of planlessness. So every time we are hopeless because we don't have a plan for it. Everything in Kokole Bamiloji in 2024. I'm going to live my life deliberately, not to chance again. Not to chance. I've lived life to chance. I didn't enjoy it. I will not live life to chance any longer. Plan, accurate planning. It is better to plan and not achieve it than not to plan at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's better to plan. I plan this. Oh, better to pay. Oh, plan rara lo. Our plans, even God, our plans. That means that I am here today. Mojini aroy ara plan Ọlọ́run pé tún di aji. Àwọn tó ti plan pé wọ́n ní jí dàrọ̀ la kò sí tó lè mú ọjí. So we are all following the plans that God has. Even our God, that is God, has plans. Has plans. And Jesus was the one speaking there. Which of you want to bring a great tower, a great thing? We not first of all sit down and plan for it. I think it's Proverbs 16. Let's see that. Verse 1. Proverbs 16 verse 1. Yes?
The preparation of the heart in man. And the answer of the tongue is from the Lord.
No, I need
NLT. We can gather our thoughts. But the Lord gives the right answer.
Yes, any other translation?
NIV. To man belongs the plans of the heart.
Who has plans? To man belongs plans. God will not plan for you and me. Let's stop this. It is your responsibility and mine to plan my life. But I have to plan it with God in view, okay? But we are not going to be planless. One of the things, I think Jawara need plans. We will live life to chances when you don't have plans. Is either you are planning or you are living life to chances. To man, not to God. To man belongs the plans of the earth. Do you see that there's a place of man, there's a place of God? There's a place of God, man, there's a place of God. That means God will not reply you until you have a plan. To man belongs the plan of earth. But God replies with what? Answer. So we don't have anything to take from the Lord except God. Except we are first of all have a plan. What God answers is our plans. But then God expects that we don't just use our head to plan. We also use the Spirit to plan according to His will. Do you understand what I'm saying? But we just have to have a plan. I said there is no difference between the years. All years are the same. Our 2024 before God, they are all the same. There's no night and day before God. If I do one night and day, so before God, there's something called 2024. It's we that will believe that there's 2024. All years and all days are the same. All minutes are the same. So what is going to be different between now and 2024 is what we do differently. What you do differently is what will tell us whether, what's it called, 2024 will be promising or not. So if you are still doing the same way you do things in 2023, the result is still the same or worse than 2023. The result can only be better if we do something better. It will be worse if we do something worse. We'll remain where we are if we choose not to change things. So there are things that must be changed about me and about you if 2024 is going to be a promising one. I know the thought that I think towards you is to give you what? Plans. I know the plans that I have for you is to give you a future and a hope. Plans. Very important. So what is your plan for 2024? Let's start with that. What plans do you have? 2024 that we're talking about, what's today? Today is 30. 29. We're just talking about 2-3 days from now. We are in 2024. 2 days from now. 2024 should not be the end of the year. There is something that we have to start from January 1. 2024 is, you see, one of the things I noticed about the rich people is that they already ended the year before they started it. If you work with rich people, that's why they have calendar. They call it to-do list. Per day, they have broken their years into months, their months into days, their days into hours, to make it very easy for them. So now it's not about the day. Do you know that about the day half of the month, half of the year? Passion to achieve anything, another person die down. So half of the year, time till already. So we will achieve between now and June. Between now and June, there's something called the peak performing period. There is a peak performing period of the year. It's between the first 3 months. Between the first 3 months. The years is still there, 9 months is still there, but the passion, the ability, the excitement, the enthusiasm is dying down as the year comes to an end. So the first 3 months is the best time to do anything reasonable. You have a vision in your heart to do. Please make sure that the first 3 months you don't waste it. You don't waste it. Whatever that needs to be started, start it within the first 3 months. And I know what I'm talking about here. Start it. So if you this is part of planning. If you like, go on the mountain. Go on the mountain. Spend 24 hours on the mountain. People are praying on the mountain. Their life still remains the same. Because prayer does not translate to anything. If you pray, what you'll be experiencing is once in a while miracles. But if with your prayer what did you tell yesterday? Prayer. What are we doing today? Planning. If you join your prayers and your planning together, it will be a consistent miracle, not once in a while. Not once in a while. Our prayer will bring once in a while miracle. And the I can say the whole here. Once in a while, yes, when they lost after 3 months, that's not what God planned. So in God's plan, it should not be that somebody is going to just remember you for a while. After 3 months, then they remember you again. Then 3 months after they remember you. That is not it. Every between that 3 months. Then you come and say 500,000. Then you should matter. Me shop when they offer you matter. 500,000 Victor. Hello 500,000. Ọkọ̀ gbowó lórí ni tó bá ti bọ́ sọ́jà bẹ̀yẹn sí ó máa jẹ́ ẹlẹ́nu pé ẹ ra 100,000 wá láti bẹ̀yẹn ẹ ní kójú àpò ráìsì lọ tẹ́fi délé 100,000 naira. Tó bá pápò ráìsì gan ni 100,000 ẹ tó bá pé 100,000 sí so expect kò tún fún ẹ ní mi ni láti jẹ́ mi somewhere no now. So if you don't have a plan then you be living on people. I have a principle and I say boldly I don't live on people. You'll be waiting for somebody to, some people say, I'm on the mountain and I'm praying in this 21st century. you are on the mountain. The Lord has called me and I'm on the one. I'm just praying. Ẹ̀rọ yàn fún yín lóúnjẹ ní sà. Tí ọ̀nà bá fún ẹ lóúnjẹ àsìkò wòlíì, ó ti bọ́ sí gbòòrò. Ṣé mo ní iṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀? Kólúwa tó pẹ̀ ṣé kankan ló ṣe ni? Ebi àwọn kan fún ẹ lóúnjẹ ló fi sọ pé òun gbàdúrà. Kó ìwọ try láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ kan. Ṣé orílẹ̀-èdè padà sí ló fi lóúnjẹ jẹ? Tí ọ̀nà bá fún ẹ lóúnjẹ kọ́. You say you are waiting on the Lord. There has to be a planning. Serious plan. Jésù go nígbà tó bá 40 days tán kí ló sọ pé lẹ́yìn náà ebi pa lẹ́yìn náà ẹgbẹ́ tí wà lókè kò sí wàhálà ó máa padà bọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ wà bá wa nígbà tó bọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ padà tán èṣù ní mo wá bí o gbogbo ìwà lókè àwọn kan ń wé ní alpha ṣé wàá jẹ búrẹ́dì sòkúta ẹni búrẹ́dì tí ò bá ti sí owó tó ní accurate plan lọ́wọ́ ebi apá ẹ̀ wà dẹ̀ sẹ́ Ọlọ́run. So they have to be planned. I don't want to live my life in 2024 by chance. But I just stumbled upon it. Who does that? Stumbling upon, like invention upon you, discovery there. Discovery, but you just stumble upon it. It's deliberate action. Deliberate. You don't see the billionaires of the world say they stumbled on things. No. Wealth is deliberate. Wàá plan fún ni. Oh, ẹ fi pé owó fẹ́ ká ní òun. Rárá, a máa plan láti ní ni. Money what you have him, you are joking. Money does not like us. No, we have to plan to get it. So after we have prayed, what will the prayer do? The prayer brings ideas. In the place of prayer, what do we connect? We connect ideas. We connect inspiration. We receive revelation to start something. If God is going to give us what's it called, genuine financial, what's it called, liberty or financial freedom, business ideas. When He gives you the business idea, it is automatic that you will not just start the business until you plan. In some of the planning, you have to do training. In the place, when you see the place of plan, can you tell us make me say mean the more I don't know it. The planning will let you know where you have to do a course. Simple. In the place of planning, you know what to go for, what to remove. In 2024, planning will let you know that some friends have to be deleted of your life. When you look at what God shows you, oh, they will better than no year. Naturally, in the place of planning to execute that thing, you will know the friends to delete. Promised land. Please minus planning. And yet, in the place of prayer, God did not tell you to delete him. But when you sit down to plan to achieve that goal, you begin to see who you will take along and who you will remove. It's not God that will tell you that one. You may not receive that in the place of prayer, but in the room of planning. So when we sit down to plan, we are taking our life in our hands. We are being deliberate about being successful. You think that somebody is going to call you from heaven, like, brother, you know, they just sent you to me. This most of the time on Christian man day. Somebody be like, "Ojú ló lọ kó máa bá ẹ lọ." Ọkọ mi ní pé òun máa rìn títí bá ọkọ ní ẹ dúró wọ́n dẹ̀ rán mi sí yín o Olúwa ní fún yín 2 million. You must be joking. Mayor sọ bólúwa rán yàn ṣẹ́sìn ní generation yìí bólúwa rán yàn pé fún 2 million. Aṣọ bólúwa sọ pé owó yẹn pọ̀ sàn ẹ ti já fún 20,000. Ó mọ̀ pé 2 million lówó tí wọ́n á kọ́ pé dáàdì mo máa ń send 20,000 lákàtì wàá tún ṣàdúrà fún wàá fẹ́lẹ̀ pèpèlé ṣùgbọ́n ìtòlúwa bá sọ 2 million ní tó bá fẹ́ dúró de pé kó lọ́kọ̀ bàbá òun yàn sọ̀rọ̀ pé fún 2 million fún kíní kan ebi àti páìpù tó àwọn ọlọ́mọ ti mú tọ́ ọrún pàgbà zev 2 million lẹ́nu kò fún mi ó dẹ̀ fún mi 20,000 ọdún láti máa bàbá àyè mọ́ tó bá dúró tó wọ́n náà dúró rẹ̀ ebi àpẹ́ o. So be plan. 2024 I want to have a business. In 2024 I want to have, okay, a friend of mine was telling me about 3 days ago. He said he does not leave his house about maybe a week ago. He said Kokukurole. Now our adugbo model is a Christian to the core, born again child of God. But torí pé kò kí n kúrò nílé àwọn Yorùbá àwọn adugbo sọ pé yahoo ló ṣe o. Torí wọ́n rí ìyàwó ẹ̀ tó lọ bí iṣẹ́ òun rèé àárọ̀ ọ̀sán alẹ́ nígbà tó bá mi tó mo dẹ̀ mọ́ tó ń ṣe anyway gbogbo tó ń ṣe kò ní ìkó jáde kò lọ́fíìsì online ló ti ṣe. I understand. Kò ṣe pé yahoo gan kò ṣe forex. There are many things in the online space tó mówó wọlé táwọn èèyàn ní kúrò nílé wọn. Na ó tún wá sọ̀kan ó wá sọ fún okay ó wá jókòó ní gbogbo àti bá rí ilé tó gbà. Ó wá ní òun kàn jókòó pé iye tó ń rí monthly yìí òun fẹ́ increase by 200,000. Ẹ máa gbọ́ o òun fẹ́ make sure pé ó ní iye tó ń rí monthly but òun fẹ́ make sure pé òun fẹ́ ní another 200,000 pé savings lásán ló máa wà fún. Kí ló ṣe Only plan, but what did he do? He took an action. Plan here ni pé ó dẹ̀ rẹ̀ sí lọ fún training tó lè generate 200,000 tó ló mọ̀ pé tó máa mẹ́sẹ̀ pé òun fẹ́ ní 200,000 naira extra, he must have another stream of income. Understand? Ètò ní lọ́wọ́ ó ti níye tí yẹn gbé wá, just as you have a business now, ó ti níye tí yẹn gbé wá. If you want to increase that wealth, then you must increase another business. So we cannot remain in the same status quo doing the same normal thing. It will not generate. I live by a principle. What's it called? Robert Kiyosaki said he has multiple business because they are ruling their house that if you want to buy a new thing, then there will have to be a new business that will buy that thing. That is his plan of him and his wife. He said one day his wife said he wants to buy a very new car. Very expensive car. He said, I can't remove that money from this business, otherwise it will crash. So if that will be the case, we must start another business that will buy that car. So that's why people become a group of business. Become, what's it called? Dangote group of business. Hey, he didn't start as group of business. It's not just Dangote producing one thing. After a while, he took this, and before it has become a group of business. It's a conglomerate now. So we must have plans. Plans, very important. Not chance. Life answers to plans. Myself, I'm talking to myself also. I am going to have plans. Be deliberate about your life. Plans will make you not to live at the mercy of others. You will be living at the mercy of the government. Because both government and everybody have anybody's time. Nobody have anybody's time. Be deliberate about your own life. What if the government chooses not to pay? What's going to happen to me? What if parents decide not to pay? What's going to happen to me? I think outside the box. Because you don't get it. Okay, when you are living at the mercy of other people, you have not yet arrived. You are not wealthy. A single policy in this country is just going to wreck people. Okay, let's start looking ahead. Let's assume that the government wake up on the wrong side of the bed one day and brings a policy that does not favor the business you are doing now. You've come them already. That's planning. You start looking outside these little. Today I'm going to policy from the government. Okay, wọ́n sọ pé ọmọ kan ti para Ojaja anìkan ló gbà wọn ọjọ́ tó ti gbà tí olóòfẹ́ travel out tí àwọn agent travel out agent gbà wọ́n ti gbà lówó ní brain ò ti balance mọ́ wọ́n ti padà bọ́ sí full time madness báyìí. Policy ẹnìkan ló change ayé rẹ̀ ẹnìkan péré tó gbà ló yà ń wèrè. So a government can bring one policy tomorrow and we turn everything upside down. So you start looking ahead. That's why some people they diversify a lot. They affect people at the same time. You affect this, I'm still here. You affect that affect me. So either way, you just realize that they keep, in business, there is a peak time of sale, there's a down time. All business have it. Our business is always towards the end of the year, no matter. So they go from what's it called January to July. How come I will run? Oh my God, salary. They won't get anything. What about the possible September? Actually, September to December, one cash out. That's it. Our business from January to August is their sales time. Yoku September, give away more. They won't get a penny. So that's plan. Now, if you want to stay wealthy, is that look at the time you are selling. The selling time any month allows January to August. But during August, because you have to keep spending the same way you are spending, you have to look for another business that sells between August to December. Otherwise, so a business will take care of August. You may be running the two together. One may be selling from the beginning of the year to the middle, while the other one will not be selling. Why this one that is selling from the beginning to the middle may not sell from the middle to the end? The other one will sell from the middle to the end. Either way, you are saving money. That's how to look into things. So planning is very important. Very, very important. This is usually for young minds of things to actually think. The thinking capacity is that if you and I want to 2024 to be different, we have to think differently. We have to plan differently, and we have to approach things differently. Everything, anyway, I am not sent to Agbalagbas. Agbalagbas believe in power of prayer. Yeah. ẹ máa gbàdúrà fún wa, ẹ máa fa gbàdúrà ràn wá lọ́wọ́, ẹ máa pray for wa, mọ́mí kìíní ẹgbẹ́ ṣàánú wa, ẹ máa pray for wa. But you understand that most times even many prayer warriors are poor. Most prayer warriors aṣọ wọn pọ̀ ni o. Àwọn gan ti jára wọn sìn, àwọn bàbá yẹn tó ń ṣorí òkè sí wọ́n ti já, ẹ̀rí pé tẹ́ bá dúró òkè wọ́n ẹ̀rí pure water company káwọn máa ṣe business. Offering mélòó lẹ́yìn ti give lágbàtà ti lọ́bẹ̀ ẹ̀pọ̀ offering ẹ̀rọ mẹ́jọ kò tí give 20 naira o ti ra 20 naira ródóródó o ti jù síbẹ̀ 100 naira ẹjọ́ èlò nìyẹn ká kẹ́gbẹ́ offering àwọn náà ti gbọ́ they are doing business ẹ̀dúró òkè sí gbogbo orí òkè sí ẹ̀dúró òkè ẹ̀rí pure water ẹ̀rí búrẹ́dì ẹ̀rọ òróró handkerchief ọtún àwọn ẹ̀bá ẹ̀sìn wọ́n fi ṣe side hustle wòlíì tó ṣe side hustle ogé ẹgbẹ́ òróró o ṣe àrí aṣọ yìí aṣọ ìṣẹ́gun ni tẹ́ bá ti fi wú ẹni tí máa ṣẹ́gun lọ nìyẹn àwọn yà tún rà á mo tún rẹ̀ nìkan tó tún design website you can buy ọtún táàpù pẹ̀lú picture ẹ̀ nínú ẹ̀ customization rebranding say this apple is apple of fruitfulness o bá ń wọ ọmọ àwọn èèyàn bímọ náà $100. He was not even selling in naira. This same man we are talking about ó fún èèyàn ní 80 during this Christmas ó pín $82 million not transfer cash ló gbélé báyìí mi ò pé owó máa ń ga tó bẹ́ẹ̀ tó gẹ̀ táwọn ọdẹ line up tó ń pín owó fún wọn $82 million ìyàwó ẹ̀ ṣe wedding ó fún ní $50 million cash ìmọ̀lá ti rí bàbá ṣe business ni water òróró ó ní àwọn branding name yẹn oil of progress water of miracle apple of fruitfulness ó wá gbé orí àwọn ìránṣẹ́ ọlọ́ mẹ́ta sóbẹ̀ wòlíì mẹ́ta ló gbàdúrà sí irọ́ ni wọ́n gbà kankan ó dẹ̀ lẹ́mọ́ $100 ẹni tó jẹ́ $100 jẹ́ ni $100 báyìí sí ṣé almost 110,000 naira kọ́ nìyẹn ní apple kan ní apple kan apple dẹ́yẹ náà 20 naira lẹ́gbẹ́ àṣẹ́kò pàpẹ́ tàbí bàbá ti rebrand ẹ̀ kí ló sọ ẹ̀ so tí wọ́n fẹ́ dúró lójú lásán ni if they don't àwọn ti kọ́ ọ̀nà àwọn tí òyẹ̀ tó ṣe magomago they are into full-time business why they are calling full-time business pé on ta búrẹ́dì tó bá lọ orí òkè sí wọ́n fi ṣògùn sí o wọ́n fi kíní wọ́n ẹ̀rí pé gbogbo churches ló fi fẹ́ ní bakery tán wọ́n ní pure water company tẹ́ bá débẹ̀ sẹ́rí pé orúkọ church ló wà lára pure water yìí table water orúkọ church ló wà ń bẹ̀ they are doing business they cannot wait on our offerings church ti grow dem because wọ́n mọ̀ pé tàbá rate our life move we need to just have something that we don't have to wait for people's offering even a church has a business church ti ní cooperative society mo mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ọ̀fẹ́ ẹjọ́ nǹkan àwọn kankan ló dálẹ̀ ní ṣé ẹ̀kọ́ ní cooperative that is bank in a bank what are you telling me bank nìyẹn àwọn church kan ti tún ní society tó pé wọ́n ń yá àwọn èèyàn lówó láti kọ́lé ẹ máa dá padà fún wọn you think it's joke ni so we cannot say we are folding mo wọ kankan láàárọ̀ ẹ̀sìn bàbá kúmú ìsọ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ pé nígbà tí máa yẹn tó wà ní etí odò etí beautiful gate tó ní kọ́ fún òun lówó ó ní Peter sọ pé silver wúrà àti fàdákà èmi kò ní ó ní ayé àtijọ́ nìyẹn bàbá kúmú yìí ló sọ yẹn but thank God now we cannot say silver and gold we don't have we have it now Peter ló sọ yẹn but níṣẹ́ àti tó ń dúró lórí pé wúrà àti fàdákà èmi kò ní mo sọ́rí o wúrà àti fàdákà mo máa ní ṣùgbọ́n mi ní lọ́nà àìtọ́ I won't have it in the wrong way no I will have it because ní wúrà àti fàdákà yẹn mo rí ní Haggai chapter 2 verse 8 Olúwa ní àti wúrà àti fàdákà ó ní omi ni mo ní the silver is mine and the gold is mine ṣé àwọn alágbàgbọ́ ló máa kó fún ni so if the silver is God and the gold belongs to him ẹ kó fẹ́ mi náà lára ẹ kò sí ìpọ̀jù ṣé ọmọ yahoo ní kókó fún ni so silver is mine gold is mine so I have the understanding pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ ní torí tí bá ní ayé àwọn èèyàn ní túbọ̀ so bàbá kúmọ̀ yìí ní deeper life cannot say that silver and gold are nímọ̀ a gbọ́dọ̀ ní àbábá church akọ̀mọ̀ wa rò pa kó ẹjẹ́ sọ fún wa iṣẹ́ wa kò pọ́ lọ́run lé o God is not glorified in our poverty how is he glorified he does not glorify in our poverty no ká má rún jẹjẹ, ká má rí basic thing ẹ̀fẹ́ sanwó ọmọ iléèwé ká máa pẹ́ ń díẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó fi bu yìí kún Ọlọ́run rárá. Mo rántí ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan gbà tàwa sùn ọjọ́ kan mo kàn sọ roommate mi mo kàn sọ pé mi mọ̀ pé ṣe tí ń rún lọ́kàn ti pẹ́ mo kàn sọ lọ́kàn mo ní there is no èmi àti àwọn mi àṣewà ń kọ́ sí gbígbà ẹ̀ ó bá ní mo ní there is no earthly and eternal relevance to marrying late. Orí kí ni mo sọ mo ní kò sí ìwúlò kéèyàn pẹ́ kó tó marry kò ní ìwúlò láyé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò ní ìwúlò lọ́run. Medically you are advised to marry early, whether as a man or as a woman. That is earthly ìsìn ìjọba ọ̀run náà tẹ́bá wo Bible gbogbo wọn máa ní tè marry wọn marry lately o, but in Nigeria now tó bá ti pé 50 tó ti pé 40 o tí lè sọ pé marry tó bá sọ gbọ́dọ̀ pé ṣé o ti lówó lọ́wọ́ ní owó iná ni wàhálà, but ìdí tí òfin ní ti àwọn bí àwọn èèyàn láti marry báyìí ni àwọn bí àwọn brothers àwọn sísá náà wọ́n pẹ́ ilé àwọn náà ti ń ju gbé ẹjọ́ sísá ààrẹ ni ìsìláàdì ti yẹ̀kọ́ ló sọ wípé àwọn láwọn táwọn gbàdúrà fún àwọn ilé ìṣẹ̀tún lówó owó lówó wọn ṣùgbọ́n àwọn brọ́dà gan brọ́dà tó máa kẹnu sí wọn mọ̀ pé ilé tuntun lówó jù mí lọ ìbòlò ti fẹ́ bọ́ọ̀lù ti fẹ́ sọ àwọn sísá àwọn dẹ́kẹ̀rẹ́ ó ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ ra mọ́tò kò ra mọ́tò ó lè ra mọ́tò ó fẹ́ ra mọ́tò máa bí ẹni ó tí ra mọ́tò gan lọ́kọ tó wà lọ́ra mọ́tò kan mọ́kàn máa jọ́ sí ó lè mọ́ kò bá nì àwọn brọ́dà rẹ̀ kò sówó. Báwo la ibẹ̀ sọ fún sísá pé mo dẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ lóòótọ́ ṣùgbọ́n ìmú la ti bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ sísá iná dẹ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ pé kò ṣe ìwà ṣògbó òfin Yorùbá kò fà ẹgbẹ́ pé kọ́kùnrin sọ pé kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìbò ni you know what I want to see you James, you know I just love you òyìnbó obìnrin ó lè wọ ọkùnrin tó sọ pé no I just love you man I love you kó tún fi ríǹgì sọkùnrin lọ́wọ́ pé mo ti fẹ́ ẹ́ bọ̀ níbí a máa dúró de ọkùnrin pé Olúwa bá mi la ojú ẹ̀ kó rí mi bá mi la lójú bá mi la ojú ẹ̀ kó rí mi. What am I saying? We need to do things differently if you want a different result in 2024. Let us plan for our breakthrough. Let us plan for our spiritual lives. Bí mo ṣe bá Ọlọ́run rìn last day ọdún yìí mo fẹ́ kó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ if not times 10 lọ́dún tó ń bọ̀ ó plánù fún ni o Olúwa jẹ́ n bá ọrìn Olúwa jẹ́ n bá ọrìn kò wọ́ọ̀kù àdúrà lásán yìí o it is deliberate sẹ́ báyẹ̀ sọ́ọ̀sì èṣù gan plan fún wa lọ́wọ́ èṣù fúnra ẹ̀ gan ó ti mú tébù pé tó bá ti ń lọ ní àárọ̀ ọ̀la bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ẹ̀wọ́ orí ejò dúró dé ní yànà bus stop yẹn plan ni kó gba mọ́tò yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ tó ń wá everyday ọlọ́gbọ́n bí èṣù pé wáyé bolo tí ń bọ̀ ó ní mò ń lọ káàkiri gbogbo ayé mò ń wá plan mò ń wá ẹ tí máa pa jẹ ó ní plan fún ẹ èṣù ní plan fún wa ṣé kò yẹ káwa ní plan fúnra wa èṣù ní plan fún wa àwọn tó fẹ́ já bọ́ 2024 wọ́n ti ń plan ní ẹlẹ́bàá ṣé kò yẹ kí wọ́n wá ní plan ẹ tó fẹ́ já yàn bọ́ ó ní plan ẹ tó fẹ́ ròyàn káàkiri lórí tó mọ́ mẹsẹ̀ tó fẹ́ bá ẹ jẹ́ kiri ó ti ní plan ẹ̀ báyìí ó ti gbáradì báyìí ń bọ̀ ẹ̀ báyìí ọ̀la ni màá lọ ó dẹ̀ ṣẹ́ òòró ṣé kí wọ́n yẹ kí wọ́n wá ní plan. I want to plead with us 2024. Let's not live our life to chances. Plan it. Plan it. Plan it. Plan it. Plans most of the things that we are having today. Most of the ọjọ́ tí Bishop Edepo sọ pé ó ti pẹ́tọ́ ti sọ ọ́ ní àwọn ní plan 2032 lọ́wọ́ 2032 a man has planned. The question is, are you even sure that you'll be alive by then? But whether he's alive or not, he has planned for it. That's why I say it is better to have a plan and not achieve it than not to have a loan at all. And the Oba Walori record where I planned to do this, I made an attempt but it didn't work out. That's better off. That way, Okojini, Toluwa bá ti gbé wa náà ni. Wàá move náà, ṣùgbọ́n not at the pace to echo move, not at the speed to echo move. Ṣé rò pé kẹ́gbẹ́ fẹ́ travel abroad báyìí o fẹ́ travel abroad o ti rẹ́ tó pèyàn pé má bọ̀ abroad bó ṣe wo ticket ẹ rí mi gbọ́ rí mo ti bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe gbogbo paper work yẹ no wà á kọ́kọ́ plan mi rẹ́ tó travel abroad ibi tí o plan ẹ̀ wàá kó lọ gba kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ náà passport ọmọ ọjọ́ tó fi gba passport ni wàá tún plan pé passport yìí ṣé mo fẹ́ fowó mi ṣe fúnra mi ni àbí mo fẹ́ kó jáde láàárọ̀ ọ̀la ọgbọ́n owó ẹ̀ yàtọ̀ síra wọn mo fẹ́ kó jáde láàárọ̀ ọ̀la wọ́n lè sọ pé 150 200 mo fẹ́ kó jáde láàárín oṣù mẹ́fà o lè máa sọ bí 50,000 40,000 so planning wàá tó kọ́ pé okay láti mo fẹ́ travel yìí báwo mo fẹ́ ṣe sí everything there's nothing great please don't mind me don't get me wrong you can achieve some things without planning but you cannot achieve great things without planning please understand that you can achieve a measure of success without plan. How come I stumble on it now? But that you want to achieve great things, do great things, you can't stumble on it. Never. You will plan for it. You can achieve few things in life without planning for it. Oh, you want to start, you want to pick a school from nothing to a global status. Wà á kọ́kọ́ wo planning yẹn kí la lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí adopt díẹ̀díẹ̀. You want to take a business inú ilé o dẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ di tí gbogbo àgbáyé máa mọ̀. You think that akọ̀jìlá rọ̀lá gbogbo àgbáyé ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pè é. It does not work that way. You must have planned for that global status quo, otherwise it won't work. Please don't forget this. We need to start planning. Deliberate planning, you know. I want to achieve this thing. And when you want to plan, don't make it too big. Make it simple. Simple. You have a very big, plan. Like I want to be making 100 million naira. Okay, in the year 2024, we will make 100 million naira as profit, not even revenue. Profit. Okay, the first question is where will I start from first of all? Okay, I will start from here. I'll call this person. See, planning makes us to see the bigger picture of things. Idea is very simple. You just conceive it. But when you begin to see how to execute it, it's through planning. You don't execute what you have not planned for. You can't. It will just remain in your heart for life. It will just be a dream in your heart. But when you see all the magnificent buildings we are seeing today, they were once a time a dream in people's heart. But what did they do? They plan it and bring it upon the table. What is the job of an architect? On ever why plan laying. Oh God, ever why kini plan laying. Kini plan to mache wa agbele brick there lọ́wọ́ kí ló máa ṣe abẹ́ ẹ̀sìn kọ according to the plan. That means you never see any building here. Gbogbo bí ilé ṣe wá ga báyìí is a product of what? Plan. It's a product of plan. Skyscrapers in Dubai, 25-story building, 100-story building. Architect can look the plan. No building can come to this from the realm of the invisible to the visible without a plan. Never. No magnificent building, no the land in the air without a solid plan. Ọ̀rọ̀ pé àdúrà kọ́ là ń sọ yìí o. Àdúrà máa fún ẹ ní inspiration. Àdúrà sọ wọ́n pé lọ ṣe báyìí. Wàá wá jókòó pé òkè wọ́n ti ní lọ ṣe báyìí. Òkè ńbọ̀làgbà wọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìyẹn ní plan. Iye tó wà lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ báyìí. Wọ́n ní o lọ ṣe báyìí bóyá tí kíní ẹ̀ka báyìí ni. Òkè kí ni mo lè ṣe pẹ̀lú owó kékeré tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi? Bóyá kí n instead máa fi lọ ṣe yẹn bóyá kí n ṣe lè. That's planning. Ibi tá à ń lọ rèé ṣùgbọ́n tá a ní lọ́wọ́ láti débẹ̀. Okay, for example, see, èèyàn ní 100 naira lọ́wọ́ ó sì fẹ́ dé Tasca. Àmì àti ẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọ̀nà owó èlò ló máa gbé dé Tasca 200 naira. Ẹ̀yẹ́ kò tó bá rìn láti bí tó ìrìn dákẹ́dẹ̀mì ẹ̀kọ́ tó rìn rìn àgbè ní òkú. Plan ni a sọ pé ibi tí mò ń lọ rèé ṣùgbọ́n ètò wà lọ́wọ́ rèé. So kí báwo mo ṣe ibi tí mò ń lọ báwo kí ni mo lè ṣe pẹ̀lú ilé tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi tí mo fi lè padà débi tí mò ń lọ. Ó mì pé wàá rìn lára bẹ̀ yẹn. Ìrìn gbọ́dọ̀ wà ń bẹ̀. Mọ́mí kìíní ẹjọ́ sáré fún mi lọ́dún náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ máa fún ìtìmáde. That's one way or the other ó fẹ́ débi tó lọ yẹn. Planning will let you know whether you have to call for help or you trek midway and then wàá sọ ibi tó wọ ẹgbẹ́ èdè. That's what planning will do. That's what planning will do. So you cannot see anything that is built upon this planet that has not been meticulously planned for. Great things. Tí building bá wó. The government bá fẹ́ sí building kí ló máa sọ wọ́n ní kó lọ gbé architect tó design ẹ̀ wá wọ́n béèrè pé did you build according to the plan that was given to you? That's that's what even in a parastatal gbogbo government yìí wọ́n ní planning department tó máa approve building. So that means what they you can't go to this what's called this building department in local governments pẹ̀fẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan ní tó máa kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ẹ mú plan wa tó máa sọ pé kí lè fẹ́ kọ́ wọ́n ní plan yìí tá a rìn irú ilé tẹ̀fẹ́ kọ̀ lè dúró lórí ilẹ̀ yẹn á padà rí. So that means that everything in life planning ló answer sí sir. Everything tó máa wà durable ìtò bá stumble upon tó plan fún tó fi wọnú ẹ̀ ọ́ tó máa lọ náà kò ní plan fún ẹ akọ̀pọ̀ rá náà ni ẹ mọ̀ pé tí ẹ bá rówó lójijì owó tó plan fún ọ́ tó máa lọ náà òjijì náà ni ó lọ bọ̀ owó tó plan fún tó mọ́ bóyá wọlé wọ́n ò bí dákú ó má dé wọ́n ò bí dákú lọ anyway níbo ló lọ lọ́ fi sọ pé owó tó mọdé ọkọ̀ bá rí àkàrà ló fi ń jẹ torí kò plan láti rówó yẹn wọ́n kọ̀ fún mi akọ̀ lọ bànú ẹ̀ ni bọ̀ níṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ fún owó yẹn ò sí mọ́ bọ̀ ó dẹ̀ ṣe kọ́ rówó yẹn pé yìí fún ìbálẹ̀ tí mo kí fi dé nǹkan gidi mọ́lẹ̀ o. Please let's plan. Let's plan. I want us to stand to our feet. We want to receive grace. Grace for